Hey, what's up? I just kind of want to give an update on that fixed Blade EDC experiment and let you know how that went. We did it, or I did it for maybe about a week, and maybe it was a little longer than that, maybe about 8 or 9 days of continuous EDC. I did not carry the Azula at all. I did use both of these sheaths, and I did carry this little Bravo one. We'll review it later. This is not really a review. This is just kind of to let you know how it went for me. Um, I used both of these about equally, this about 4 days and then this about 4 days, and I just kind of found it's not my style at all. I've tried small fixed blade EDC in the past with Tom Careen, nice little slicer fixed blades, and Tom's just a great guy. But anyways, I've tried it, and meanwhile it's very nice and kind of convenient. It's not really my style, and what I mean is it's gonna be kind of hard for me to elaborate. It's like, okay, for for a knife for me to be very easy to carry, a fixed blade, it has to be kind of short in overall length because I don't want it sticking up out of my pocket. And if I have it in a sheath like this, I don't want the knife poking me in the ribs. And I kind of like a higher riding knife, so even if this was a longer blade length, I like the loop near the bottom, or even like if it's in Kydex, I like it to ride high on the belt because I don't wear my shirts way down. I don't wear my shirt tucked in a lot, but my shirt untucked comes, about right above my belt, and a sheath just hanging way down like that in the city kind of, I don't know if it's legal or not, but it just kind of makes, it's just not my style at all. So, yeah, fixed blade, this rides high enough where my shirt covers the whole sheath. So this was cool. But here's my kind of gripe and what I ran into and why I'm not going to keep carrying smaller fixed blades for now. Things might change, of course, but for now it's just kind of not my thing. And I'll tell you why. My theories. This smaller cutting edge, because we just talked about your overall length, you want it to be, kind of small, but still enough for a 4-finger grip here. So, anyways, that provides for a kind of a smallish cutting edge. And while that's nice for EDC tasks, and it really is, this is enough for me to get by, for sure. It offers a lot of strength, and while that sounds all well and good, it's kind of like I don't need a knife of this cutting edge to be that strong. And I know to some guys, oh, what are you talking about? You want your knife as strong as possible. And I agree with that to some degree, but reality is EDC for me, cutting some tape, maybe some cardboard, peeling an apple here and there. I don't need a fixed blade for that. I really don't. I'm not batoning wood, stuff like that. Now, if I was hiking, going on a little walk on the trail, this, excellent option. But for me, riding around in the city, kind of, not really the city, but, riding around town and even at work and stuff, I just don't need that. So, it's too much. I don't need this much. It's not hard to carry, but when I have this in my pocket, the bulk is there. Because I was carrying this, or I was carrying a little flashlight in here. I tried to carry that E1B backup by Surefire in here, and it was just way too thick for me. If I was going in the woods or near dawn or, dusk, something like that, sure. Excellent option, just too much, though, for every day for me. So I went to this little slip joint that I had a fixed blade. Nice little combo, it really was. And this little case, CV Bearhead. What do they call this? Bearhead Trapper, Bearhead Jack. And you can see the cutting edge here. When I carried this combo, I found myself reaching for the slip joint 100% of the time, just because my tasks that I ran into did not qualify for a knife that had to be this strong. And one more thing. Folder, what I'm really used to, I love slip joints. I really do. And Swiss Army knives and stuff like that. But kind of my speed, my style is some sort of Sebenza, Spyderco, this little SNG here, something like that, something with a clip, something that rides up out of the pocket, and something that's not too bulky, like a Zero Tolerance 301 or something like that, you know. Long-winded way of just saying, this clip to my pocket, I don't even know it's there, pretty much for the most part. Whip it out, cut, kind of close it, put it back in your pocket, done. This, people say, you know, fixed blades are easier. What are you talking about? Fixed blades are easier. In theory, I guess they are, but when this is buried way down in your pocket, you know, all the way in your pocket, you kind of have to reach down, kind of pull this pouch up and out of your pocket, then pull this out, do whatever you're doing. If you move around a lot, this pouch slides back down into your pocket. So now you have a knife open, and now you're trying to put it back in your pocket. Well, now you have to switch hands, pull this pouch out, switch hands back, and then put it in its sheath. And then once in its sheath, it's back down in your pocket. Now that sounds like a big to-do, and it kind of is. It's not terrible, but it's not as convenient as, you know, this is in your pocket, pull out. Missed that stud a few times, but anyways, pull this out, you know, cut, close it right back, clips on your pocket. This is like 2 seconds, deploy, cut, put it back in your pocket. You know, there's no, and maybe it's because I have more practice with a clipped folder, but fixed blade, you know, kind of a big to-do for me, too much. It's not terrible, but it's not as easy as, you know, clip folder, what I'm used to. So this is a little sharpshooter, I believe it's sharpshooter. Anyways, knife, ship-free leather. Yeah, it is sharpshooter leather. And this kind of the same way. This comes in here, snaps. You wear this on your belt when you need it. I kind of found myself grabbing this lanyard, kicking this little tab over with my finger, pulling the knife out, using it. Then it's on my side, so now I kind of have to get it back in here, clip it, and then make sure it's in there by, I usually did that just to make sure I didn't like have it on the outside of the sheath and clipped, you know, and then like that, and the knife drops on the pavement, bad news. So I just kind of, that little extra OCD wiggle just to let it know it's there. Kind of like when you lock a door and you just kind of check it just to make sure, you know, OCD. So yeah, more power to you guys if you guys can carry fixed blade EDC stuff. Maybe I'll give it a go again in a couple months or whatever. For now, I'm going to go back to my folders and just basically, I don't need this hard use of a knife in this smaller edge length. If I was just going to carry this smaller edge length, there's no reason this little guy, this Strider PT, could not handle any task that I ask of something with a cutting edge of this much, you know. And I realize this is kind of an expensive knife, but even that, you could throw this in your pocket. This is a Case small sod buster, and about the same cutting edge. So while I realize this can handle prying, batoning, stuff like that, where this can't, my EDC does not require that. So this would be more than sufficient for my uses. And I do carry this, but not a lot. So yeah, smaller edge length, super tough knife, kind of hard to carry. Maybe I didn't figure out the right carry system. I don't know. I've tried in the waistband. I've tried these pocket sheath, and I've tried this. I've tried neck carry with the Kydex when I first got this. And one of the Kydex, the plastic sheath that Rat or Essie was shipping in and still is. So anyways, yeah, more power to you guys if you can. It didn't work out for me for all the reasons I just went through. And sorry for holding you guys for 10 minutes. But anyways, that's the video. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll catch you on the next one. So yeah.